All right. Good Sunday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Jordan Evans here on our YouTube channel, making sure live stream is working here on my other screen. So we're going to talk rain chances, the repeat storm chances that we will be having to deal with throughout your work week. There it is. Next 9 to 10 days, there's a chance for rain every single day. After coming off a dry week with warm temperatures, not so much humidity. That will be the opposite this week with at least warmer temperatures, but we'll have humidity and those storm chances each afternoon and evening. So at least it's not washout chances, but pretty similar to the summertime. Daytime heating could eventually cause a couple of storms during the afternoon. Evening hours, the timing is still pretty uncertain each day. There's a stalled front up to our north, and these stalled fronts are very hard to forecast, but overall the timing at least does favor the second to later portions of each day. I'd say about 5 or 6 o'clock into the evening hours. But for today, we're still dealing with this weather maker itself, at least with the clouds, the cool temperatures, the showers. We had the low visibility yesterday. Yesterday was not a great day at all. But now we're starting to see things improve with that chance of showers at least starting to decrease. We had the rain this morning, so I think that 100% that you see there, that's going to eventually come down as we go throughout the afternoon. So tomorrow 20, Tuesday at 40, again with updates every 6 hours. This will all change. I mean, I think overall the chances stay low, but depending on where you are, the chances may be higher, especially out to the west, closer to the higher terrain. Again, a lot likely to change in this forecast over the next week or so. Again, just these stalled fronts are very hard to forecast. All right, we'll start with today. Here it is Sunday with the radar showing still some light showers out there. Some still to our south towards Charlottesville, Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, even toward Richmond. I think a lot of that will stay south of the Beltway, so that'll go into southern Maryland. Overall, things are starting to dry out for the rest of the afternoon as we track this weather maker rolling through. We'll take you out west too, just real quick, to talk about the flash flood risk that's still there. Lots of flash flooding outside the Houston area in East Texas. Some of the rivers have gone to levels not seen since Hurricane Harvey, at least with the, how high the rivers are there. So there's lots of homes and neighborhoods that are underwater. Evacuations have been happening. So again, very unfortunate situation there just outside of Houston and parts of southeast Texas. Now tomorrow it's back to a severe weather threat farther to the north, Oklahoma, southern Kansas, for the risk for pretty large tornadoes again. A lot of spin in the atmosphere. The dry line setting up shop once again. So that's one of the main recipes to get these storms to fire in the late afternoon, evening. And the tornado risk, again, that's going to be pretty high. Already a level 4 there, and those lines you see indicate some of those tornadoes could be as strong as EF3 or higher. So that's indicating potentially some strong long track tornadoes again for parts of the plains tomorrow. Now, no overall large severe weather threat for us. I'm not going to say the severe weather threat is zero, especially with this heat, humidity, summertime type of pattern. There's always usually at least one strong storm, potentially a severe storm, but overall the threat is low, at least for us here in the mid-Atlantic. We'll start this Monday morning with clouds. We're dry. Here it is in the evening toward 5, 6 o'clock. That's when the rain starts to move in from the west. So Luray, Winchester could see some of those showers or storms as early as 5 or 6 p.m. I think it's not until 8 or 9 o'clock, around 10, when it starts to reach the Beltway. Now, this model in particular takes most of it to the south. However, this model was not showing this at 7 o'clock this morning, so it's possible the fresh update later this afternoon, the model could completely change on where that heaviest rain goes, or in terms of it's even there at all. Again, there's been so many changes in the data with these stalled fronts. They're just very hard to forecast in terms of timing, rain amounts, intensity of storms, but there will likely be rain in your neighborhood at some point over the next several days. So just plan on that wet weather pattern. Our weather app will tell you when rain's coming, and you can track the radar at your fingertips as well as the hourly forecast for your neighborhood as we go into the rest of the week. So our weather app, very useful there. And you can read our latest blogs, watch our latest forecast to give you a better idea. So Tuesday, same thing. 7 o'clock, we're starting mostly cloudy. It's dry. It's muggy out there. Temperatures in the 60s. Maybe breaks in the clouds, and this will really help fire off some of those storms. If we do get some sunshine through the afternoon, we call that destabilization. That's instability being added to the atmosphere. That's basically storm energy, also known as CAPE. That's what gets added to the atmosphere. So as that continues to rise, that could be the recipe to get these storms to start later in the afternoon. If they happen off the higher terrain, we may have some winds up aloft that bring them down toward the Beltway, and some of those again could have some gusty winds, but still pretty low on the severe weather threat. But we'll continue to monitor that if things change over the next several days. As a reminder there, the highest chance for the work week, at least on Thursday, there at 60%. Now, models showing at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain over the next 9 days. So the good news is that it's not all happening at once. Otherwise, our flooding concerns would increase. But since this is happening over the course of a week, flooding concerns are at least not too high. Now, if we do get one of those heavy downpours that doesn't move too quickly, which is likely to happen across central Virginia at some point tomorrow or Tuesday, that's where we could see maybe some flash flood warnings get issued for some of those storms that tend to stall. With these stalled fronts, that means there's not a lot of movement with these storms happening. So they move slowly, a lot of water. The atmosphere has quite a bit of moisture to work with. So again, that could be the recipe to get some isolated flash flooding concerns. Best chance for any of that, again, south and west of the DMV. So humidity is here this week. Unlike last week, we're back to air you can wear Monday through Thursday there. So with temperatures climbing 80s, upper 80s, that means heat index values will be higher than our temperatures, especially Wednesday. Air temperature forecast of 88, so the heat index forecast anywhere from 93 to potentially up to 95, depending on where you are. So plan on Wednesday at least being that hottest day. Tonight, 60s, some 50s out there. Tomorrow, we've got low 80s back in the forecast, but we'll have clouds, maybe a few peaks of sunshine. I think Tuesday's probably a better day to see more sunshine throughout the early afternoon before those storm chances happen late in the afternoon to early evening by 4 to 5 p.m. Next 7 days, here it is. On your 7-day forecast from your First Alert Weather Team, temperatures morning hours 60s and 70s, average is 55. So our mornings, we should be at 55 just like we were today, and we won't be anywhere close to that over the next week. So this summertime preview is going to be the case for us here Monday through Friday, as afternoon highs 80s, upper 80s, but next weekend we'll finally get some drier air with a front moving through, so that'll help clear out the atmosphere, kind of reset things with some nicer temperatures. And as of now, next weekend looking mostly dry, partly cloudy, passing clouds there expected for next Saturday. That's it for us here on YouTube. So stay with First Alert Weather, read our blogs. You can watch our forecasts on our website as well as our First Alert Weather app to bring you updates, active weather patterns